Oh, you had to go all the way around, nameless one, really. So what do we have now? We have... What are the extravagant ones like? We need to experience indescribable frustration, right? The stone you shall want to use is in one of the larger chambers, 3 rooms counterclockwise. Ah. Okay, because there aren't any more stones.
Done.
So we need to go back here. You can see it now, the crown of Hefon, gleaming upon a marble pedestal no more than 20 strides away. With it you could wrest control of the armies of Aethanopolis away from your treacherous brother and restore your father's kingdom. A fool your wretched brother was. You smile grimly at the thought, to leave the king's only daughter alive, thinking she could do him no harm. A sound, the creak of leather sandals, the softest hiss over there. By that third pillar she was close now, Polafi the Medusa, jealously guarding the crown her servants had stolen for her so long ago. Crouching behind a wide pillar, you wrap your hand tightly around your trusted, thrice-blessed javelin. With your helm of swiftness and the 100-mirrored shield, even a beast such as Polafi could be no match for you. Any moment now she would round the pillar and meet the sight of you. Even if she turned away from the shield, your javelin would surely find her throat. Ha! Planescape, you copied somebody here. Well, which one was it? Where does the fight with Medusa happen? I don't even remember the name of the hero. Oh my god. I'm bad. And I've read it. I've read a lot of Greek stuff and... Nope. I don't remember now. Suddenly there is a gentle touch on your shoulder. You gasp, spinning around to face, of course, the Medusa. Accepting the inevitable, you only have time to lose a piercing cry of frustration before your lungs, and every other part of you solidifies into cold grey stone. Nothing. Okay. A vastly important secret. I suppose it's here, right? I didn't even read.
All right.
It should be there. Yeah. 6 imperial servants rush ahead of you, swinging the golden doors of the Dragon Palace wide. Long live the Empress, they cry in unison. 1,000 years, long live the Empress, 1,000 years. Beyond the threshold, dozens of loyal warlords, kings in their own right, drop to their knees, touching their heads to the floor in defense, as you pass them en route to the Grand Imperial Throne. As you turn and face your minions, seating yourself upon the Imperial Throne, you allow a small satisfied smile to creep across your carefully painted lips. There is but one thought in the forefront of your mind: that the body of the young Empress Wu Tsun-sha lies broken at the bottom of the Well of Solitude, and that you, Baiwa, a horse merchant's daughter, are at last poised to shake the Empire and the corrupt Wu dynasty to its very foundations. Well, this Baiwa must look extremely similar to Wu Tsun-sha now, I suppose. For nobody to recognize her? Nothing. Nothing. Alright.
I'm gone.
Keep going. No, I would like the extravagant ones. Lycanthropy. Okay, let's lycanthropy. My favorite thing, right? Oh. This one is iffy. Suddenly aware that the hour has almost come, you leap from your bed and run flying from your cottage and into the surrounding woods. Stumbling in the dark, you come to a small moonlit clearing, the one you had found last week and decided to use tonight. You hastily strip off your clothes, sit in the long grass and wait. You close your eyes, listening to the steady chirp of crickets, the throaty croaking of bullfrogs in the nearby creek, the rustle of the grass as the wind caresses it. What would someone think, seeing this through your eyes, experiencing this moment, and what was next to come? Soon you would travel to the city, find a cleric to rid you of the curse. But for now, may as well make the best of things. You rub your hands together with anticipation, grinning like a bearded, fair-haired giant of a madman, sitting naked and alone in a forest clearing in the dead of night. A prickling sensation runs across your skin and your senses sharpen dramatically. You breathe in through your nose, inhaling the scent of everything around you, the damp earth, the sweat on your cast-off clothes, the opossum clinging fearfully to the tree behind you. You open your eyes and look down at your forearms. The faint moonlight reveals the slightest quivering across their surface, but in moments the flesh begins to ripple impossibly, tufts of thick brown fur sprouting forth with a grisly crackling sound like popping joints and grinding bones. Your back and shoulders begin to hunch and broaden, uncomfortable but quite painful. Your muscles, your entire body mass doubles, triples in size and continues to grow. Still fascinated by the transformation of yourself, you watch as your fingers wither away to nothing, hands swelling into meaty paws, from which burst fur and massive black claws. The night seems to become brighter as your eyes transform, become accustomed to the darkness. A wide muzzle comes into view, and you touch your wet, snuffling nose, delicately chuckling to yourself. Next time you think you'll have to stare into a mirror or a pond as the curse takes effect. Watch your face warp and change, losing its familiar shape to become a bear's. You're not becoming a wolf, you're becoming a werebear? Soon it becomes difficult to concentrate upon anything but your more basic urges. Food would be good right now, yes, food. Perhaps you'll get lucky and find a nice fat catfish in the creek. You rise off your massive haunches with a huff and begin to amble through the trees on all fours, heading to the water's edge. Well, that was it, I suppose. I don't think we can do anything else. Let's go. Your moonwalking friend? I think we need to go to the private sensoriums. Maybe something will happen there. Hey, Splinter. Same name as Master Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I suppose. I want to go to the private sensorium. When I was a kid, I would always watch the Ninja Turtles. Like every day. I had to, and at some point I think I forced my dad to record me an episode. I have probably said this already. But there's nobody here, you just experience them and everything is fine. It was the Ninja Turtles and the Ghostbusters. Well, yeah, I have to talk to you eventually. Oh! Yeah, I have learned that the tab shows you everything you can click on. Actually, I have not learned it. I read it in a comment. Nameless told me? Well, there is a comment, probably not 10 episodes back from this one, more. But yeah, we have now But there's nothing, game. I have now learned that tab, which is obvious, kinda, because Dragon Age also gives you all the details with the tab, and other games do as well. I thought this game didn't have the highlighting function because it was not here, and with Baldur's Gate I was used to have it here, I think. I don't know why I never tried tab. I don't know why I never really searched for hotkeys for this game. Let's try this one. The inscription around the base of this sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forest of Arborea. Do I want to do that? You're standing in a circle of white tents, deep in the wood somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large grey sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings. Who are you? Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy lying trispy-damned journals tell you who I am? That's me. Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Yeah, aren't they convenient? Those journals that called me an incarnation. I burned them all, I did. All that I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself, other incarnations, of preserving their experiences in writing, so later lives could benefit. Thieves, it's my life, mine. You all want to steal my body and you won't have it. You might be possessed by some other shadow. I don't know. So you're... Where am I? Wait. Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you, body thieves, might not be enough. I might have to trap you and snare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of this sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles heavily. But everybody who touches this stone experiences this, so not just me, like everybody. If this is true, do they see me telling them this? I don't know. Try to end the experience. I have some questions then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly, save for a few more tufts of hair on his head. He's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It will never be replicated. The magics used in this creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other. Oh, okay. No, we were having a standard experience, and then the trap sprung. It probably reacts only to the nameless one. So that no flesh but my own would set it off. Yeah, but if your flesh sets it off, wouldn't that mean I'm you? You've trapped yourself. I've trapped myself, don't you see? But that's not... You're one of the... I thought I put in safeguards. How could you? I'd be so foolish. He wrings his hands together, biting his lower lip. How to get out? How? I've forgotten. Wait. I'm the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. If you are I, then you can release yourself. I don't think we are the same person, because I don't know, I have this thing that it's a limit of mine, probably. I don't like reincarnation in general as a concept, because how do you know it's reincarnation if nobody remembers their past lives, right? So, I don't think it's me. Try to release yourself by willing the trap open. Okay, well, that happened.
All right.
What about the other stones? Do they have more? The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal, longing. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rose through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the light. Make a couple of earrings, right? Turn to examine the light. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet you cannot concentrate, your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that reads in your breast. What did he mean? Of course it was a guy. Close your eyes, sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you, yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go. What is happening here? But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear of the serpent wreathes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Only you. Only you? Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes. And you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned, his face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned full. Only you can help me, Deionara. But it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. So this one is about a nameless one, or a past nameless one as well. You speak, Deionara. Yet it is you, grey-skinned like a statue, striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been baited in knife blades. The wounds, the tattoos, horrible, yet you see through Deionara's eyes, and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing. light, for how can she feel such? You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is the Yonara experience, but at the same time it is also yours, and you... What? I ask too much of you to accompany me, the Yonara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who? Are you that person? That man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to? I have come to ask your forgiveness, Deionara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding, until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Deionara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Deionara. You are a tool to him. A tool he needs to... But Deionara speaks and you can't stop her. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me, I will accompany you, though the plains themselves should bar. Though the plains themselves should bar the way. You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. Is satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing. And her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart, trapped. She's yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous, you will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more, at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear, you would die for him. Girl, go, be strong and go. Don't listen to him. I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off of him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and is next. What happens? Words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Deionara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. It's a little bit confusing to reading the echo, because I don't immediately understand if it's the Nameless One or her. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her, and he means to hurt her, yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she's in danger. Run, Deionara, for his eyes unmake all things, and... Of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her, you speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence, yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S. In it, I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left.
Updated my journal.
You, him, a wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no. No, keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Who is thinking this? Am I doing this, or is Deonara doing this? Come now, I cannot die, Deonara. There is no need for such foolishness. She is overcome with fear, fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. You as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. You must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes. But how is this possible? Come on, you're either experiencing this inside her body. You can't be both, nameless one. Unless you put this memory in here, or Deonara put it in here. I don't know. You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with the worried desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says, perhaps. Yet I hope nothing is these legacies of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch, silent, as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silvered glass. Of some use, such a casual statement, yet even Deonara sees. And you hope just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is, the serpent. The serpent. And your hope dies as in Deonara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but this slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him. The legacy is unimportant, but it isn't, it's everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The sight of words falls on Deonara so quick, so sharp. You cannot follow its arching path. A legacy, the things you do, Deonara, such romantic gestures, no matter. No, you, Deonara. You have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love, for yourself, or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself or for the ones you loved. The word sight falls again. Terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself, not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Deonara, but enough of this I must leave. He is leaving, you must make him remain, and the experience swirls around you. Terrible, the spiraling toward the final scene. The question she wants to ask, don't ask it. Leonardo, don't ask it. Be silent, my love, before you go. His anger is irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go, it looks like I am in no danger of that. Come, Leonara, can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She is desperate, drowning. Say it, and you speak it? Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Deionara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Deionara, I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought. A response sharp and deadly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Deionara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance. But it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see. You want to call out, but she's crying with joy even as... Cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you like you are drowning. You need to speak, you long to speak, but you cannot. And we finish this. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone. Bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone. Blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. And suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. You cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Fall from Grace looks into your eyes and she nods sadly in understanding, and that is the nature of longing. The desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand, now soaked in your blood. Will you be alright? I don't know. Very well, Fall from Grace steps back. We will continue when you are ready. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast, because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Deionara's experience. Okay, it was Deionara's experience. But because it was you, your memories flooded you. Okay, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? It was another me. It was my body, possessed by another soul. That's why all the shades want my butt, because they know they can party with it. I suppose. That's the bestest explanation, guys. Oh.
I'm gone.
Maybe this one will be about us as well.